Well, hello everyone, Dan Hurd, Prospecting here. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I hope to earn your subscription today. I am here on my buddy's claim in California, looking for gold. This is a hard rock gold claim that has placer gold around, and it also has weathered out hard rock gold all around. I've spent a couple days working with him on his operation over there. Today, we're taking a bit of a break from the hard rock operation. I've set up the Crux Prospecting High Banker, and we're gonna run some material where they found a ton of gold nuggets in the past to see what kind of gold is in the material that was too small to be detected. So that's the goal for today. Wish me luck, and I hope you enjoy. Now, as I said, we've got the Crux Prospecting High Banker here. I shipped it down to California to run the best little high banker around. We've got the tailings pond, a pump over there, it's pumping up. The hard rock operation is over there somewhere. And this material here, in fact, this whole area around here has produced literally hundreds of gold nuggets. They've detected this area and pulled out hundreds of gold nuggets. So I've just taken some of the material here. I'm gonna run as much as I can before we get going on the other operation and see if we can find some gold that was too small to be detected, or possibly a nugget that's been missed. Now, Bryan, from Bryan Thomas Gold, who owns this claim, he suggests that I'm gonna kill it over here. He said, he made a deal with me. He said, anything over an ounce you find today, we're gonna split 50-50. I can't believe I would find even an ounce doing this, but Bryan thinks there's some pretty good gold here. He doesn't really know because they've never tested for the fine gold. They've only ever detected this spot. But if the fine gold is as good as he hopes, I could be getting a lot today. I took the pick to the ground to break up a bit to shovel, found it wasn't too hard to break up at all, so I'll be able to shovel easily. And yeah, we'll see how well this stuff goes. Let's have a look for the first scoop. Oh, I have my hopper way too high. I'm gonna set that hopper down a bit. There we go, lower angle hopper gives it a bit more time to wash the clays out and run through the machine. I have it set a very low angle, a very low water flow, because this is a hard rock gold claim. A lot of the gold here is still with quartz. Really hard to separate with a gravity separation like a high banker. So the slower and lower that I can run it, the better the chances of that stuff being caught is. Okay, let's try scoop number 2. One-handed scooping. Yeah, that's better. Still not being washed perfectly, but a lot more was getting washed there. Awesome. Well, I've dug a lot of dirt. I've processed a lot of material. What do you think? Is that the first time for a first cleanup and see how I'm doing? See if there's anything worthwhile digging here. There's other places I can go if this place doesn't have great gold. Yeah, let's shut her down and check out how things are going. That was a long little run. I probably went for 45 minutes there. Oh, I sure hope it shows me something. I really hope it shows me something. And look who shows up. It's Hi. Dave from Gold Bay.
¿Qué pasa?
Hello.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
Okay, I found a gold pan. I'm not really set up for gold panning today. Not sure where I'm going to pan this out, but I'm going to clean out the mats in the pan with what I have for water and what's in the hose. Yes, I could turn the pump on again. Oh, the sun came out nicely. Let's see if there's anything goldish staring back at me. Not seeing anything. No big nuggets. Doesn't mean they're not in there. Throw it in a pan, I might find something. I really should do that one separate. If there's anything good, it's in that one. Okay, being lazy, doing them all at once. Let's see what I can do here. Let's hope there's something in this. Otherwise, I'm moving spots. Even though there were hundreds of nuggets pulled off that bar, there might not be anything fine. It might all be coarse gold. This was an old gold mine. Why there are so many nuggets kicking around? Hard to say. Maybe they processed the material with a certain size screen, so only the big stuff got away on them. And they kept the little stuff. That could be why there's so many nuggets kicking around. But if that's the case, there will be there won't be many finds. That would suck. Maybe this is just material they never ran, so this is just sort of like the garbage, and it could have every size gold in it. I've seen many of the nuggets that have come off this area, and they are nice big nuggets. My buddy Chase has probably found most of them up there. Let's see what there is for finds. I will also detect my tailings to see if there was any of the big rocks that had gold in them. Okay, let's stop at that and see what we've got. Lots of iron. Tons of iron. One coarser piece of fine gold, bunch of powder. It's at least something to take pictures of. Whew. Okay, so there's definitely gold. 2 chunky pieces, a bunch of fines, but that's not enough for me to continue running there. Gonna make a plan, maybe even ask Bryan to push some new material up with the Bobcat, and we'll start high banking some other stuff. I'm gonna do 3 full runs here, and we'll see what we get, but we're gonna make sure they're 3 very different runs. Okay, I reapplied sunscreen, I moved the high banker. I had Bryan actually take the Bobcat and scrape a bunch of material from right there and drop it here so I have easy digging, because that was tough. And I'm ready for round 2. This is actually day 2. I got distracted by the boys doing some real mining over there, and I said, screw the high banking for a while. And this is the morning of the next day, and back to high banking. Will be more gold in this one. Guarantee it. Let's do this. Now this is much muddier material that we're running this time. That berm up there is it's basically mud, clay. But I am still finding lots of quartz in it, which is a good sign. And the guys were saying that they found these mud balls with up to 11 grams of little nuggets in one mud ball. So it is possible, even though this seems to be just mud I'm running, to still have really good gold. Quartz. Quartz in mud. Yep, that's where it's at. Lots of quartz. I've seen it all over the place now. So this is totally what I'm talking about. These clay balls here have crushed quartz right in them. And that's where the gold is going to be, is in that crushed quartz. Or it could be completely weathered out of the quartz, but you know the ore was in those clay balls at one point. Or those clay balls formed around ore. Let's hope. That's no nugget, is it? Wouldn't that be nice? Woohoo! Okay, I think that's a run. I think that's enough to see if there's any gold in that berm. Now to run down and turn off the pump. Is there any nuggets? Do we see any nuggets? Got some rocks in there. Oops. I was dropping over the top a lot. Wasn't paying attention. Nuggets, come on, nuggets. Ooh, there's a lot of material built up at the top. Interesting. Okay. I am running this very low and slow. Look at the black sand behind each and every riffle. Wow. Well, if there's nuggets and there's that much built up at the top there, I know it caught it. I know it caught it. Okay, again, I'd love to do the top by itself, but I'm lazy. So, we'll do them all together. can't be catching that. Okay, let's pan this down and hope that berm has gold. 2 pickers in the first run and a bunch of fines. What does the berm hold? A nugget? I'm really hoping one of these runs holds a nugget. Lots of quartz and lots of iron in there, that's good. This sucks not having my own pan. No big nuggets. I think that's down enough for me to have a look. It's basically straight ironstone now. Okay. And run number 2. I'm not seeing anything. Fine gold. Oh, that's sad. Sad. Hour wasted. Oh no. Oh, wait a minute, there's a piece. Ah, I got a nugget. Oh, there's a piece of specimen. It's quartz, gold on quartz. Oh, I must have swished back badly. There's a picker there. Okay, there's gold in here. Whew. Ah, scared me. But not that much. Well, I think I'm just gonna separate that out and give you a close-up shot of round 2. Okay, here's what round 2 got me. A bunch of fines, 1 little tiny picker, 1 looks like a piece of gold on quartz, and that rusted lump, yes, it is a piece of gold. Let me flip it over so you can see the gold on the other side. That's a bit better. You can now see that it's gold. So no, I'm not impressed with that. That's not a huge amount. It's like 0.01 of a gram, maybe a bit more than that. But there is gold there. It's just not worth high banking more on the berm. Maybe a shot in the shade here will make this look a bit better. California sun's pretty overpowering. Now this is interesting. I just ran the detector over the tailings piles from yesterday and today, and I came up with a rock, a chunk of quartz here, that is showing me a signal. It's showing me a gold signal. I cleaned it off a little bit, and I don't see gold anywhere. But check this out. It's Gold Monster 1000. And it's saying gold. It's in the gold range. I just don't see any gold on it. I'm gonna clean it up a bit more, and who knows, maybe we'll find some gold. I have washed off every last speck of mud on this thing. I have searched the surface throughout, and it screams like there's gold. It must be internal to that rock. That's cool. I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do with that, but I will do something for this video. You will see the gold if it's there. Might be it right there. Do you see that little yellow flash in the middle? Right in the middle of the screen right now? That might be gold. If it is, it's under the surface. It's kind of a non-decisive? Non-obvious, non-something. Gotta be it. It's gotta be inside the rock right there. None of these other blemishes where you'd expect to see gold show any signs. Oh, is that gold? Maybe? I don't know. It makes the detector scream. It's got to be a more significant piece of gold inside, because it doesn't scream that loud unless there's something absolutely visible. Can't just be microscopic gold. Maybe I'll break it open. Maybe I'll crush it. Something. Well, here we are for day 3 of my high banking video. Again, yesterday I got distracted with the boys there. They were finding gold left, right, and center. I went over there. We found dozens and dozens of nuggets, including I found the largest piece of my life. Now, I did take a quick video clip of that with Bryan. I think I'll leave it right here. I'm here gold mining and metal detecting for gold with my buddy Bryan for Bryan Thomas Gold, and I just pulled out the biggest piece of gold of my life. Check this out. Yes, that is a specimen of gold. That is quartz littered with gold through it. How much is in it? Make a guess.
I'm gonna say 10.5 ounces.
10.5 ounces. It could be more, it could be less, of course. It's awesome.
Let's clean it up.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see.
We see the first big chunk here. Big chunk of gold. And there's more on the other side. Another chunky right there. Nice. Well, Bryan, that's a find of a life for me. That's awesome. Check out that gold.
So good, man. Congratulations. Good find.
So our field estimates were off by a little bit. Once cleaned up, we could see about an ounce worth of gold on the surface of the rock. One bleb on one side, one bleb on the other. Specific gravity testing tells us there's about 2 ounces worth of gold in this whole rock. We did do a conductivity test and the two sides were not connected in the middle. But this is still by far the largest piece of gold I have ever found. Now, I'm not keeping this rock. This stays with Bryan and Dave to help pay for this operation. If you want to know what they do with these bigger specimens, check out Dave's YouTube channel, Gold Bay, where it shows him cutting these rocks open so that they can make jewelry out of them or just make great display pieces.
Anyhow, this video is not about detecting gold. This video is about high banking gold. Let's get back to it. I had Bryan bring over one more scoop of material from a place up the hill where I actually detected a couple of the nuggets out of. And we're going to high bank it and see what's in that. The pit showed me a little bit, a couple of pickers. The material from the berm actually showed me a couple of pickers, a couple of specimens. I did have a pile over there I want to run, but I think this might be it. If this doesn't show me gold, I'll do that. If this shows me gold, we're going to leave it at that. And if I haven't mentioned it yet, this is a crux prospecting high banker made by my friend Kyle. And if you want yourself a great little high banker, this thing is the unit. You can find it at cruxprospecting.com. Okay, ran through that whole pile there. I think I'm going to rerun my tailings once real quickly. I overloaded the hopper a few times and a lot of material came out. So I'm just going to quickly rerun that and then we're good for this run. Okay, there we go. These tailings are nice and clean. There could be gold in any of these pieces. I will definitely be taking the detector over this pile when I'm done. Okay, let's shut off the pump. Oh, let's clean this off first. Okay, now we'll shut off the pump. Right, Roy? Yeah. Rough. I know. Okay, let's see if we've got any gold in here. There's no big nuggets visible. Pan it out. Okay, there better be gold in this, otherwise I'm gonna have to go for one more spot. And I'm kind of done with high banking. Having too much fun metal detecting with Bryan, Dave, and Chase. Today I killed it. But you'll have to wait for another video to see that. Must have had 10 or 15 nuggets today detecting. Yes, this is the end of the day of where I started this run. Once the boys started detecting, I kind of abandoned high banking and went detecting with them. Okay, come on, gold. Please be gold here. One good nugget, that's all I asked for. Okay. Was there any gold in the material from the upper site? Let's have a look. I see a pea. I see a nugget. There was a freaking nugget. Nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, I didn't want to do another run. So a ton of ultrafines in there, and then one big piece. Loving it. And check out all the pyrite cubes in that run. That's crazy. That spot up there definitely had the pyrite. And there's the total for all 3 runs. Not too shabby at all. Plus I found 2 rocks in the tailings that set off the metal detector. Let me go show you those. So neither of these show any visible gold on the surface, but they set off the detector as if they have gold in them. So I'll take those home, clean them up. Now Bryan, the owner of the mine I'm working at here, has been awesome. He's letting me keep all this gold. No cut to him. He says this is good for me. Though if you want any of your own hard rock specimens of gold, Bryan sells gold online. Bryan Thomas Gold, and he is great to deal with. If you want your own specimens, check him out. I'm here with my buddy Bryan Thomas from Bryan Thomas Gold. Bryan sells gold, and he sells the most amazing gold specimens and pay dirt and any kind of nugget you can imagine. Gold is Bryan's thing. Bryan, if my viewers want some of your gold, where would they go to find it?
I'll tell you what, you can go to BryanThomasGold.com. That's Bryan with a Y. BryanThomasGold.com, MotherlodeGold.com, or you can check us out on Whatnot, and that's Whatnot/Bryan Thomas Gold.
And Bryan has the most amazing gold. If you want some of your own amazing gold specimens, he's the man to get from.
Thanks, Dan.
You bet.
Well, I broke open that one rock that was setting off the detector, and sure enough, that was hiding inside of it. It's a tiny piece of gold, but it's enough to set off the detector. And currently I have the other rock soaking in some CLR to clean it up a little bit and see if possibly there's some gold on it as well.
And this rock that was showing a questionable signal after soaked in hydrochloric acid. Yeah, I stepped it up a notch. It is not showing any gold. So whatever the signal was just on the surface. It may have been a speck of gold there. It may have just been the iron. Anyhow, second rock, no gold.
Okay, I think it's back to playing gold miner with the boys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave me that thumbs up. If I haven't earned your subscription yet, I hope I earned it today. If you're looking for a high banker for yourself, check out Crux Prospecting. Until the next video, bye.